Big Coquitlam changes. Coquitlam's market is on the move. Prices are shifting. A massive new presale is making headlines, and we've got smart home tech and local culture you won't want to miss. Let's jump in.
It's sunny. It's sunny in Van.
Canada's housing crisis is becoming harder to fix, not only because of the shortage of homes, but also because some argue we don't need to build more. This supply skepticism runs against both the data and the consensus among economists, making the task for Build Canada homes even tougher. The agency must increase construction while countering the belief that supply isn't the real problem. Launched by Prime Minister Mark Carney's government, BCH has a $13 billion plan to build affordable housing. However, Canada's shortfall is measured in the millions, and filling that gap could cost trillions, almost the size of the GDP. While $13 billion won't solve the crisis, it signals a renewed push to expand supply. A common myth suggests millions of vacant homes could simply be unlocked. That idea came from a misread OECD report, which included cottages, student rentals, and homes temporarily empty during Census Day. In 2016, Toronto's vacancy rate was 4.6% overall and just 2.2% for detached homes. Montreal and Calgary were even lower. Natural vacancies from sales, renovations, or seasonal use are normal, but they are not a solution to affordability. The real challenge is the new supply. Estimates say Canada needs 2 to 3.5 million homes within the next decade. BCH alone can't meet that demand, but it does plan about 45,000 affordable units using modular and prefabricated construction to cut costs and speed delivery. Is modular housing the breakthrough Canada needs, or is there another path forward? We're breaking down what's happening in Coquitlam, Richmond, White Rock, and Maple Ridge, where prices are shifting across detached homes, apartments, and townhouses, and the trends reveal an interesting story. Starting with overall property prices, Coquitlam slipped 4.7% yearly, landing at $1,052,800. Richmond moved down 5.9% to $1,105,700. White Rock saw the sharpest adjustment at 9%, bringing prices to $1,091,700. Maple Ridge was more stable, easing 3.3% to $951,100. All four cities clearly feel the market pressure, but White Rock stands out with a much steeper shift than the rest. Detached homes are where the pullback feels the most significant. Coquitlam dropped 6%, now at $1,719,700. Richmond followed closely, off 6.2% at $2,083,400. White Rock again led the way downward, sliding 8.7% to $1,795,500. Maple Ridge held up better, off 3.8% at $1,255,400. Once seen as the safest bet, detached homes are clearly being repriced across the board. Apartments tell a more consistent story. Coquitlam units moved down 5.3%, now at $703,700. Richmond was nearly identical, off 5.4% at $704,300. White Rock Apartments eased 5.7% to $588,600, while Maple Ridge mirrored Coquitlam's 5.3% adjustment at $494,700. Here, no single city is breaking from the pattern. Condos across the region are trending in the same direction, with affordability pressures keeping demand in check. Townhouses bring a small twist. Coquitlam actually climbed 1%, reaching $1,087,100. Richmond took the hardest hit in this category, down 7.4% at $1,059,600. White Rock softened 5%, now at $921,200. Maple Ridge was nearly flat, dipping just 0.4% to $777,100. This mixed picture suggests that townhouses may be holding up as an alternative in some markets, while losing ground in others. Putting it all together, Greater Vancouver's surrounding cities are still adjusting. White Rock has been hit hardest, leading to detached and overall price drops. Richmond isn't far behind, especially in townhouses. Coquitlam is interesting. Despite softness in detached homes and condos, its townhouse market strengthened. Maple Ridge shows the most resilience, with smaller shifts than its neighbors. With interest rates coming down, is this market close to finding a floor, or is there still room for prices to fall? Coquitlam's weather is cloudy with scattered showers, but the real spotlight is on the skyline. Pine and Glen, the East Tower by Onni Group, is set to rise 45 stories in the city center, bringing 364 homes from 1 to 3 bedrooms. Units range from 485 to 1,025 square feet, priced between $524,900 and just over $1 million. Buyers in Q3 2025 can access incentives: $5,000 off one bedroom and junior two-bedroom units, or $10,000 off larger homes. Completion is set for 2028, giving buyers valuable time to plan carefully. Location is a major perk: just 3 minutes to Lincoln SkyTrain and 5 minutes to Coquitlam Center Mall. Inside, homes feature quartz counters, integrated appliances, and two modern color schemes. Amenities include a 5,000 SQM fitness center, yoga rooms, steam and sauna, indoor and rooftop pools, cabanas, fire pits, and BBQ areas. Surrounded by mountains and urban convenience, Pine and Glen blends lifestyle with opportunity. Would Pine and Glen's mix of location, lifestyle, and long term potential make it your top choice in Coquitlam? Imagine stepping into the market with a property priced at $740,000. With a down payment of $55,500, you're leaving a mortgage of $684,499 and monthly payments of $3,339. Rental potential is $2,555 per month, which means a shortfall of $969. That's a loss on paper, with a yearly ROI of minus 0.03% on the down payment. But real estate is about the long game: equity and appreciation. After 10 years, you'll have built $141,965 in equity. If property values rise by $1,768,639, selling could mean a profit of $1,028,640. Add in your down payment, rental income, and equity, and the total climbs to $1,226,105, a massive 1,947% return on investment. Even if values grow by only half, your forecast is still $1,248,061, with a 10-year profit of $508,062. Yes, you carry a monthly loss today, but the long-term upside is exponential. You're not just buying a property, but building a foundation for million-dollar growth. So here's the question: would you take a short-term hit now for $1 million payoff in 10 years? What if your light bulbs could change 16 million colors, follow natural sunlight, and even protect your home while you're away? The Kasa Smart Light Bulbs make that possible. With colors from 2500K to 6500K, you can instantly set the perfect mood. From cozy dinners to late night study sessions, they can even adjust automatically with sunrise and sunset. Have you got your hands full? Just ask Alexa or Google to dim or change the color. Out of town, use the Casa Smart app to control everything remotely, or turn on away mode to switch lights randomly for extra security. At just 9 watts with 800 lumens, they replace a 60W bulb while letting you monitor usage and set schedules, like waking up to a soft glow. Trusted by over 6 million users and backed by a 2-year warranty, Casa makes smart lighting simple and fun. Would you use them daily or just to set the perfect vibe? How can fabric memory and architecture come together to tell the story of homes lost and cities transformed? That's the question explored in Maya Beaudry Nesting, now showing at Coquitlam's Evergreen Cultural Center from September 6th to November 16th, 2025. Beaudry builds living spaces using layered textiles, stitched forms, and sculptural surfaces. Her work explores memories, homes that no longer exist, cities reshaped, and the remaining emotional traces. This exhibition is so powerful because it reimagines the idea of space. Instead of only showing what's been lost, Beaudry embraces slowness, decay, and renewal, turning fabric into structures that hold stories and invite reflection. The show runs daily from September 6th to November 16th, noon to 5 p.m. at 1205 Pine Tree Way, Coquitlam. If you're looking for art that connects deeply with place and memory, you'll want to experience this. Would you visit an exhibit like this for inspiration, or prefer more traditional galleries? That wraps up this edition of Sunny in Van. If you found this market update helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy house hunting. Sunny out.
Welcome to Sunny In Van, where the sun always shines. Join us on this journey to find your dream home in Vancouver.